swinging a club, and he's great at it.
Well, there's a few things about this. See, everything starts off with a good foundation. He's got a great stance. He's gripping the club the right way, bringing the club on the proper path, has a nice little flat swing at the top, so the probability of him hitting the ball straight is way, way high. Very good, Odell, starting out. Hit me up, man. Hit me up. I can get you some lessons. I can get you some free ones. I got them for you.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that usually doesn't go that way.
Randall Cunningham, Mike Quick.
My guy, Mike Quick.
Our guys from Philadelphia, they got me into golf. They knew I was a little crazy, said, you need to find something to do with your spare time in the offseason. Can't play basketball year-round, so they got me into golf.
Speaking of golf lessons, real quick, shout out to our producer, Dave Ermacher, who's giving me and my daughter golf lessons this year.
Nice.
So he's our resident golf pro. He played some collegiate golf, so I'm trying to get back into it. So that's it.
Okay.
Shout out to Dave. He doesn't get a lot of run on this show. He's not like Dusty, not like Hubs, Deontay, Jamila, our more famous staff members. Try to get Ermacher some run.
If anyone needs 3 people on a team, we should make a team. I haven't talked about my golf game, but I got a pretty good handicap.
Oh, there is no doubt that we're listen, it's just like
handicap.
It's life. 2 athletes doing this show, Dana, you know.
That's all.
Go ahead. Let's talk about the basketball.
Your AT&T wake-up call.
From one athlete to another.
The Warriors announced that they will be without Kevin Durant for the rest of this Rocket series as he recovers from a right calf strain. He could return for the Western Conference Finals if the Warriors advance. CC, can the Warriors still win the series without KD?
They still can. I mean, because their margin of error, man, for what Houston's got to be able to do, they can do it. They got 2 of the best shooters in the history of the NBA. With the three-point line, Draymond has lost like 20 pounds since midseason. Iguodala's playing amazing basketball. What will their reserves do? And can Houston make it tough enough on them tonight to force some of that fatigue in game number 7?
I mean, can they? Vegas thinks Kevin Durant is so incredibly important to the Warriors that the Warriors fell all the way to the favorites to win the title. I mean, they are so, this is, can they? Yes, of course they can. Also, though, we have heard Vincent Goodwill talk about how the Warriors, if Kevin Durant leaves this summer, could try to reshuffle some things. We've heard other people report the Warriors might be hesitant to give Klay Thompson the full max. Opportunity for Klay and Draymond to announce to everyone, hey, we are championship caliber even without him. Pay us both. Klay this year, Draymond next year. So big moment for 2/3 of the core that won their first title. Steph's obviously already gotten paid.
Sixers beat the Raptors in Game 6 last night, 112-101. Jimmy Butler led the way with 25 points, while Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons had bounce-back performances. Nick, who do you think wins Game 7?
I got to go with the home team. To be fair, I thought Toronto would close them out last night.
Yeah, talked me into it.
Philly came out
cost me some money.
With total desperation. Yeah, I know. I was on a hot streak until last night. Philly came out with total desperation, and Ben Simmons, little Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation here. When Ben Simmons plays with that sense of urgency, when they get stops and they can get out running, they are a totally different team. It was the first time we'd seen Ben Simmons like that this whole series.
Yeah, 2 of their big 3, Jimmy Butler, him and Joel Embiid, I mean, Jimmy Butler and Ben Simmons both can be very aggressive if they play at a faster pace. Brett Brown needs to be able to come up with some concepts in game number 7 that they can do that a lot like game number 6. Potentially might be saving his job, Nick.
All right, let's go to the Western Conference now. Blazers forced a Game 7 with a 119-108 win over the Denver Nuggets. Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum combining for 62 points. Nick, Game 7, Sunday, who do you got?
Well, if the Blazers are going to win, they need Dame and CJ to combine not for 62, but probably 72. They need both of them to be exceptional. Denver had the best home record in the league this year. They already won a Game 7 in that building a couple weeks ago. So while fatigue could be a factor given they are now in back-to-back 7-game series, so difficult to win Game 7s on the road, they would need Dame and CJ to be exceptional. But they might have unlocked a little something with these Zach Collins minutes. Rodney Hood was really good once again. Zach Collins stepping in for Al-Farouq Aminu. That was a good adjustment by Terry Stotts in a must-win game.
Yeah, I thought Portland would be able to get it done in game number 6. It's been that kind of series. And Dame and CJ haven't played outstanding together. So if you see them play outstanding together, which they did last night, they were able to get it to force a game number 7. I like your point as far as San Antonio getting that win against that type of franchise, that type of coach, because this young team has 0 experience. I believe that will pay dividends for them on Sunday. Nuggets get it done.
All right, finally, talk some football. Cam Newton's 2018 season can best be described as up and down at best, as he was dealing with a shoulder injury. However, he is hoping to improve in 2019, saying, quote, "Everything starts and ends with me, and I know that my gameplay has to be more consistent." It's been a theme the last couple years, actually. CC, with Cam coming off surgery, what are your expectations for him?
Well, I had a good opportunity to cover a game with Cam in Cleveland late in the season. I had a great meeting with him, sat down with him, and it was nice because I've been very critical of Cam. The guys I'm the most critical of, either football or NBA, they're the most talented. That's why you can be critical. I don't think you should be critical of players that are marginal, guys that are typically, they might only have a 4 to 8 year career. But when you have an athletic body, if I was picking athletic bodies, Ben Simmons and Cam Newton would be in the top 10 bodies that I would pick. Now, do I have to cut off their head and put Tom Brady's head on their body? Might have to do a little doctor in there, but he is that kind of athlete. And in sitting down talking with him, I wasn't surprised, but Cam is still like a kid trying to learn the passing game and how to depend on the passing game more in the pocket, because he has always, since 8 years old, when he stepped on the field, he's been the best athlete on the field, even in the NFL. So it's hard. Why would I have to? If I'm Kareem and I'm throwing this guy hook, why would I have to develop another shot? And at this point in Cam's career, where people are starting to get to him and some of the injuries are starting to pile up, this is the second time he's had shoulder surgery, he's looking at how I can be more of a passer of the football. And the more weapons they put around him to be able to help him out. But I like where Cam is right now, because he realizes, for me to be able to reach my potential, I got to get better passing the football, and that comes with consistency. And I believe he's doing all those things to still continue to try to get better. And now, with the shelf life of quarterbacks, I mean, where is Cam right now?
Right,
he's in
halfway through.
Yeah.
With the way, he just finished year 8. With the way quarterbacks are playing, it's not like he only has 3 or 4 more years left. And I know Cam plays a more physical style than most quarterbacks, but up until last season, he had been able to play that physical style without really missing much time due to injury. Last season was about the injury. We're so results-based in how we evaluate quarterbacks. The year before last, 2017, Cam was not very good. But the team won a bunch of games. They went to the playoffs, and he was really good in that playoff loss to the Saints.
Yes.
So we look at that season, we're like, oh, 2018 Cam was good. 2017 Cam was good. He really wasn't. He had 22 touchdowns, 16 picks, and a passer rating of 80. Last year, he was having the best year he had had other than the MVP year until the shoulder injury ruined him. Through 11 games, he had a quarterback rating north of 100 in 8 of those 11 games. He had 22 touchdowns and only 7 picks. He was playing really good football. And then over the final 3 games, and they shut him down, it was 2 touchdowns, 6 picks, quarterback rating 70 or below in all 3 games. He was awful, and he couldn't even throw a 20-yard out.
No.
A guy that is as strong of his arm as anyone in football, his shoulder was wrecked. But this is now, and I'm glad to hear Cam say this, C, because I do that Matt Ryan line thing, right? Hey, are you good enough to deserve franchise quarterback money without holding your team back? Cam has shown at his best, absolutely unequivocally yes. But he has also shown when he's not at his best, he is way beneath that line. He can be a detriment to the team. Last year, I thought it was more due to injury, but it is up to Cam now to get back to the form he had prior to the injury last season.
Yeah, and I believe he continues the growth under Norv Turner. You have to realize him and Norv Turner are just now starting out. Conceptually, he's getting, and you could see the results before he got injured. Nick points that out as far as the numbers. Just imagine as he continues to grow, because to me, to hear a quarterback talk like that, that to me is the influence of someone like Norv Turner, because those are the points that Norv has continued to say, that these are the things you need to do, Cam. So I believe Norv Turner and Cam listening together, that combination, because Cam's coordinator before Norv Turner. I just don't have a whole bunch of confidence that was the best fit for Cam.
Oh.
Now, I believe that, yeah, they put in things so Cam could play a lot like college, but as far as how long you're going to be able to do that, how long you can rely on that, utilizing your athleticism compared to making Cam a passer earlier
and
in his
improving.
Yes.
And as far as helping Cam elevate his game to a higher level, I'll be a little harsher than you. Mike Shula was one of the worst possible guys for that job. Norv Turner, I think, is one of the better guys and showed it last year before Cam's body betrayed him. But it is results business. Injuries can't really be an excuse, and so he needs to come out this year. The Panthers smartly, I think, instead of what they had been doing, spending first and second round picks, skill position, they tried to upgrade the front lines of their football team in the draft this year. That should help Cam out on both sides of the ball. Very critical year for one of my favorite quarterbacks to watch.
All right, let's move on. Back to basketball.